Hey, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to solve for an unknown angle in a right triangle. Or in other words, you could say how to solve for an angle with an inverse trig function, like inverse sine, inverse cosine, or inverse tangent, also known as arcsine, arccosine, and arctangent. Alright, so let's go ahead and quickly see how to do this. First of all, if you have a triangle like this, what you're going to do is think about what trig function would make the most sense at this point to use. And you could use the Pythagorean theorem and just solve for your unknown hypotenuse and use your preferred trig function if you want, but you might as well just go ahead and start with tangent, right? Because you have the opposite and the adjacent leg from that angle's perspective. So we're going to start with the tangent, and then we need to realize that we're actually not looking for the tangent of this angle, we're looking for this angle by itself. So to get this angle by itself, I have to take the inverse tangent, which is the inverse of that tangent function. And if I do that to the left side of the equation, I have to do the same thing to the right side of the equation. So it's going to look something like this. And then these two are going to cancel, and I'll be left with an isolated angle on the left-hand side. And so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out. Then I'm left with our angle is equal to the inverse tangent or arctangent of opposite over adjacent. Now, by the way, I should mention I use inverse tangent and arctangent basically interchangeably. They are more or less synonyms, although a math teacher may disagree with that. There are some small differences, but for the most part you can treat them as if they are the same term. So your physics instructor may talk about arctangent or inverse tangent. Just know they're basically the same thing. So we go ahead and plug in our numbers and we end up with this angle right here. So that's going to be 29.7 degrees. And so hopefully that helps. If you have any comments down below, let me know. I've done a ton of screencasts that deal with physics, and so this is a skill that finds its way into physics from time to time. So feel free to take a look at the physics playlist down below. Take care.